And I'm going to have Brian come up here. If he doesn't know, nobody knows. So come on up. Take over here. Top of the arm. Yeah, 2 hours. Okay, so let's see. How many furnace do you think, and air handlers, condensers, do you think you changed in the last, let's say your whole career?
Thousands. Thousands.
How many?
Thousands easy. Does this thing work?
Well, let me turn it off. Is that better?
How's that?
All right, say that one more time. How many?
Thousands.
Okay. Now, is it true that sometimes you go to a customer's house and they didn't even know that they have an air filter?
Yes. Yeah. I've come across a couple of those, and it looks like you can make a cat out of what you bring out of the air filter slot. It's crazy.
Yeah. So he sent me these pictures. It looks like a big cloud of dust. Excuse me. So I'm like, what is that? He said, that's an air filter. I'm like, you kidding me? He said, yeah, I told the homeowner or customer that their air filter needs to be replaced. She's like, I didn't even know we had one. Then you know what happens? He goes up there, the ductwork is completely dirty. What else? What happens to the heat exchangers, A coils?
Everything gets covered in dust. The dust will eventually suck through the filter. Then it makes everything run a little bit harder. So when your filters are incredibly dirty, it literally takes years off the lifespan of your unit. Every single part of it has to work harder. Also, if it gets too bad, it'll cause your A coils to freeze completely up, turn into basically a giant block of ice. And then you have absolutely no cooling. And once you have that happen, the expanding water that creates ice could pop the coils, which creates refrigerant leaks, and it's just downhill from there.
And is it true that that can lead to condenser failure?
Absolutely.
You see that thing right there? Everybody know what that is? That's about $4,000 to $6,000 right there. An air conditioning system has how many components? Major components?
It's 4 major components.
4 major. So that right there is going to fail, right? Your A coil is going to fail. Your furnace is going to fail. Your ductwork has to be cleaned out. And possibly, pick that condensate up, that pan. And you could possibly be breathing that in your airstream at night when you're sleeping. Anybody want to breathe that in at night? I know I want it. All that because of a filter not being changed, because some people don't even know they have a filter. So we go out there, oh, you're charging me $300 to change that little filter? Well, guess what? We found it. We knew it needed to be replaced. But it's a little filter I could buy for $5. That's right, it is. But we found it. And that's what he has to deliver all day long, news to people. So.
It depends on your household, but it's 30 to 90 days on most standard 1-inch filters. I always say never let it go past 90 days, but once you change it, write a date on it, and then put a reminder in your phone to check it in 1 month. And then if in 1 month it's looking like it's not too bad, you can let it go a couple weeks, or another month. Just never let it go past 90 days. No problem.
Yeah, so again, right here, this guy don't know it, nobody knows it. He's changed thousands of furnace, thousands of service calls, you heard it. So that's what we're trying to do, bring awareness to you guys, trying to save you money. Not like we don't want the service calls, but it just bothers us so much. We have to go out there and we see a $20,000 repair for a $10 filter. So that's just one. And we can go way deeper into this, but I'm not here to give a lesson on HVAC. I just want to bring awareness to homeowners of one thing they can do. So anything else about air filters that you could say? It's pretty simple to change it, right?
Yeah, just change it. You'll find that your household kind of falls into a groove, and it'll be very regular. If you find that it's 60 days, usually it's kind of always 60 days. It gets worse usually if you have kids, animals, things like that. Anything that brings any dust and dirt in the house, you're going to want to change your filter a little more. I have 3 dogs in my house, so I tend to change mine every 3 weeks. So it really it's up to you with your house and how cleanly, or if you have dogs, anything like that in your house. So.
All right, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Keep up the good work. Okay, next we have smart home devices. Does everybody know what that is? Everybody know what a smart home device is? There you go.